In this video, we're going to use a powerful NLP exercise to shift the top 10 beliefs people have about money that keep them stuck. Stay with me here because one or more of these money blockages is probably affecting you without you even knowing about it. You might have seen my other video about the study that took two groups to a restaurant. One believed they were lucky, the other unlucky. Researchers put a $20 bill on the floor right in front of them, and every single lucky person spotted it. Every single unlucky person just tuned it right out because unlucky people don't find $20 bills. Step one is we have to find out how you do certainty. So close your eyes, and if I were to ask you, do you believe the sun is actually going to come up again tomorrow? Before you answer, of course, take a second to tune into the process you used to come up with that answer. Did you flash an image of the sun coming up somewhere in your mind? Did you say yes in your mind, maybe a certain tone of voice? Or did you get a feeling of certainty somewhere in your body? Whatever process you used, I want you to think about how you did it. If you used a picture to get your answer, where did you flash that picture in your mind? To the right or to the left? How big is the picture? How far away is it? Is it in color and black and white, flat or 3D, clear or fuzzy? Are you in the picture, seeing everything through your own eyes? Or are you outside the picture like you're watching it on a movie screen? Is it a picture or a movie? Take that picture in a movie and double its size. What happened to that sense of certainty? Now, if you said yes or something similar to get your answer, where did that voice come from? Inside or outside your body? To the right or to the left? Your voice or someone else's? How loud was the voice? Was it clear or muffled? What kind of tonality did it have? Take that voice and play it again twice as loud. And again, what does that do to that sense of certainty? Now, if you used a feeling, where in your body did you feel that? In your mind's eye, I want you to look at where that feeling of certainty resides in your body. If that feeling had a color, what color would it be? If that color had a shape, what shape would it be? Now, if it were moving, what direction would it be turning in? It's hard to tell. Try turning it one way then the other. See which feels more natural. Now, using the direction that feels most natural, take that feeling and spin it up. See if you can double or triple that feeling of certainty. Now, I want you to take that picture, that sound, that feeling, whatever popped up for you, and let's call this your belief station. This is where you go to do belief. I want you to clear your mind, blank out those pictures, those sounds, those feelings. Whatever you do, do not think of a pink elephant. And now we're going to think about something you really disbelieve. Not something you're 50-50 about, something you would argue with me is 100% not true. Again, take a second to tune into how you do disbelief. What goes on in the background? What pictures, words, or feelings do you use to come up with that answer? What differences can you find between this process and how you determine the sun was coming up again tomorrow? If it's a picture, is the picture in a different place, closer or farther away? Is one on the right and one on the left? Is one bigger, brighter, more colorful, or more clear than the other? If it's a sound or words, are they coming from a different place or a different direction? Are they a different voice? Is one voice louder or clearer than the other? Did the tonality change? How about the feelings? Did they change at all? Do they reside in a different part of your body? Did the color change? Maybe the motion? Is one feeling stronger, heavier, or more intense than the other? Now that we've identified these differences for you, let's call the second picture, sound, or feeling your disbelief station. This is where you go to do disbelief. Think again about how you knew the sun was coming up tomorrow. Whatever popped up for you, get that sight, that sound, that feeling back for a second. Where's it coming from? Belief station. And now think about that thing that's 100% not true. How is that picture, that sound, that feeling different from the first one? Where does it come from? Disbelief station. For now, just remember where your belief station and your disbelief station are. Take a snapshot of both. So we're going to move the top 10 limiting beliefs around money into your disbelief station. This is going to free up a lot of your raw talent, your creativity, your energy, and those $20 bills you've been missing in your life. The first belief is money is the root of all evil. Tell that to Mother Teresa. She would have done good with any amount of money she was giving. Money just amplifies who you already are inside. So if you're a good person, you're going to do good things with it. Move that old belief to your disbelief station. And notice any stories that your unconscious had wrapped up in this one. Guilty about wanting to be wealthy, or things you do to stop yourself from receiving or holding on to money. And in your belief station, I want you to think about all the good things you'll do with that money. What good can money create? Freedom, impact, contribution. Money's just a tool to create these. Take that picture, sound, or feeling, and I want you to snap it into your belief station permanently. The second belief is I'm not good with money. Now, you might have had experiences that back up this belief. If so, what's this belief cost you? Not budgeting, not investing, living paycheck to paycheck. Take this old self-image, I'm bad with money. You can make it a dull and gray picture if you want, but move those pictures, sounds, or feelings to your disbelief station and snap it in. Now create a vivid, colorful picture, sound, and feeling of yourself confidently managing your money, doing all the right things, making all the right moves. And let's move that into your belief station and snap it in. The third one is rich people are greedy or selfish. Now, this one can have you wanting wealth, but self sabotaging because you'll subconsciously reject the identity of being that kind of a person. Now, lots of wealthy people are generous philanthropists, mentors, people building parks and libraries. Again, you get to choose what kind of rich person you'll be. Just be one people look up to. Take that picture, sound, or feeling of rich people are greedy or selfish and move it over, snap it into your disbelief station, and then take that image of you being someone who's looked up to because you use your money to help people and move that into your belief station and snap it in. Fourth one is I have to work hard for money. Are there people out there who make money passively? Yes, it's an entire class of income for the IRS. Lots of people make passive income. Or are there people out there doing the same thing that you're doing, but at a higher level? Why is it possible for them, but not you? You may need to identify what belief is getting in the way. Two great clues are your buts and your ifs. I could do that but, or I could have that if. Journaling is good for digging these up, but if you don't, it creates burnout, resistance, and struggle. And who wants that? Take that old program of you having to work hard for money, move it to your disbelief station, and snap it in there permanently. And then take your new image of you earning income passively or doing what you're already doing at a higher level or by investing, whatever that next level looks like for you financially. And let's snap it into your belief station. Number 5 is I don't deserve to be wealthy. Now, this one leads to self-sabotage, undercharging, or giving away too much. Tune into this picture, sound, or feeling, and let's move it into your disbelief station. And then think of a time where you felt proud or accomplished or when you really felt loved. This is what it's like to run the program called I'm Worthy. So let's move this program into your belief station. Of course, you deserve to be wealthy. You're going to be one of the cool rich people, right? Take that program and snap it into your belief station. And number 6 is there's never enough money. This one has you living in scarcity, a fixed mindset, hoarding money, or making fear-based decisions. Your energy will be very contracted and defensive instead of expanding into the new you. The truth is there are trillions of dollars out there and they're printing more every minute and they change hands all day, every day. All you've got to do is start catching more of them in your hands. So take this picture, sound, or feeling and move it to your disbelief station and snap it in. And then imagine the rich you, where you're catching more than enough of that money changing hands. Imagine stepping into that cool, rich version of yourself and feel what that abundance is like. What new beliefs do you have? Things like there's always more on the way. What's your typical day like? What did you do to get here? Just imagine the picture, sound, or feeling of you doing those things. And let's move that over to your belief station and snap it in. 7 is making money means sacrificing my family, health, or happiness. Now, this one creates resistance to financial success because unconsciously you want balance and love. Take that picture, sound, or feeling and let's move it into your disbelief station, snap it in. Now think, is there anyone doing what you're doing, but also creates the time to nurture those relationships that create the health and happiness? Is it possible to delegate part of your workload and maybe even automate things with AI? If not, go back to that picture of making passive income or finding that right vehicle or finding that just right balance of making the time to be plugged in, but also rich enough to create better opportunities and experiences for your family and the people you care about. Move that into your belief station and let's snap it in. Number 8 is I'll never be able to get out of debt. Now, just saying this creates that feeling of hopelessness, which continues that cycle of debt. So let's move that belief, I'll never get out of debt, over and snap it into your disbelief station. We are rewiring your beliefs right here, which is making you more resourceful and setting you on a new course. So let's bring up the picture of you making the internal changes here today and already moving towards financial freedom. What changes are you making right now in your habits, your attitudes, those $20 bills in your life that you're now spotting? Take that picture, that sound, that feeling, and move it over to your belief station and snap it in. Number 9 is it's selfish to want more money. Now, this one actually triggers guilt for having ambition. It holds people back from growing their income. Again, you're going to be one of the cool rich people, right? So take this belief about being selfish and let's move it over your disbelief station and snap it in while you bring up a picture of how having more money can help you and other people. How can you contribute to your family, to charities or causes? Imagine doing that and let's snap it into your belief station. Number 10 is I'm too old or too young to make a lot of money. Now, these excuses are BS, belief systems, that block you from taking action and block you from the life that you deserve and can have once you rewire them. Colonel Sanders was broke at age 65 and had nothing but a chicken recipe. He got almost 1,000 no's before he got a yes. My daughter was 12 years old and wanted a new iPhone. I told her no, but if she wanted to learn how to earn the money, I would teach her. I taught her about drop shipping, and she went out and made $3,000 at age 12. I follow a 19-year-old who is a multimillionaire because she's a genius at social media. There are opportunities for you at any age. So take this BS belief system about being too old or too young, and let's snap it into your disbelief station. While you bring up a movie of either real life examples of people your age making money breakthroughs, or maybe yourself after you've made your breakthrough, step into that mindset. What did they have to believe to achieve that? Take that movie and those beliefs, and let's move them over to your belief station and snap them right in. Now, we've rewired a lot here. You might want to bookmark this or watch it again to get those new beliefs to really take root in your mind. Nothing changes until you take new actions. So anytime you catch yourself not taking actions, ask yourself what belief is getting in the way. Again, you can journal or ask those button if questions. I could do this, but, or if. However you complete that sentence is where you need to go belief system hunting or BS hunting. If you've enjoyed this video, I encourage you to check out my free course, NLP Mind Magic, where we'll rewire not only beliefs, but also stress, negative emotions, procrastination, imposter syndrome, and a lot more. Each topic has a custom NLP exercise to help you take control of the programming that's been controlling you. Just click the link below.